as a leadership group, in terms of respectful relationships, we had a one-day planning day to go through to develop the action plan based on Deep's, what's it called? The wheel of...
Yeah. 6 elements, the whole school.
Yeah. So, actually, I think we had a copy of Barwon's to have a look at. I also have 2 children at schools doing respectful relationships in Barwon, so that's always nice to see what
Do you talk about that around the dinner table?
Oh, sometimes, but I have a 14-year-old son, and he's doesn't tell me too much. The 10-year-old does. So anyway, we had a whole day, and so we developed an action plan. Georgia was part of that process, and certainly like when it came to roles and responsibilities, like Georgia was part of that with members from the school team. So that just allowed to actually divvy up a bit, because if you look at that action planning process and that it's whole of school, whole of community, it is quite a big process to do. The other thing in terms of our school is there is an AIP, annual implementation plan, where the school actually sort of prioritises different areas of work. So respectful relationships is part of our annual implementation plan. So that also, in terms of like a school setting, gives it credibility in terms of that really as a whole school we are reporting back against that. So in terms of a school context, that's actually a really big win in terms of respectful relationships. And it just means that, that will set the culture of the school. So when we go to delivering that curriculum, it also means that in terms of staff as well, that will be a key area of work in terms of professional development for staff, but also to supporting staff and supporting teachers in terms of delivering that curriculum. And I think that also is another important part in terms of why it is so important to have partnerships with community agencies, because as we've been informed that, in delivering that curriculum, that there will be disclosures and there will be conversations that students bring up. And it's really important that teachers are supported in terms of those conversations, and it's important for schools too to know that community sector bring a whole level of expertise around working with children, young people and families who experience family violence.
Yeah, and I guess, probably just to add, I think, we're a community organisation working with Warringa, but I think, what became really evident in that action plan is, that they have been really strategic in thinking about the different community organisations in their area and who can do what. And community organisations are obviously very diverse, and we have different skills and expertise and areas that we can bring to this work. And so one community organisation can't do everything. And so I think that was really good that they've been quite targeted in saying, okay, well, we do need this support, we in a legal sense, so we've got these partnerships and we need this support with the curriculum so we can do this. So they've been quite strategic in thinking about which community organisations can support them where in that action planning process too.
Fantastic, because I think sometimes people do develop an idea that maybe if you're doing an initiative like Respect for Relationships, you form a partnership with an organisation, and there might be that, like maybe a primary partnership, but actually what you're saying is that there is a need and you can actually tap into other organisations in the area to bring, to bring to life and strengthen the various elements of the whole school approach.